Hi, this is Ray. You've probably seen my announcements on the CCCKC list about teaching a class on advanced microcontroller programming. Now, I'm giving this turbo talk just to provide a brief introduction to what I'm going to be talking about in that class and hopefully drum up some interest. The reason I'm wanting to teach a class about more advanced microcontrollers topics is because, frankly, there's a lot of bad code that's around on the internet. When most people start dabbling with an Arduino, they program in a way that is suited for a regular PC, assuming that they have large amounts of RAM and have a relatively fast processor, and that a delay doesn't cause that much of an issue. But when you start trying to do more advanced things, like take advantage of hardware peripherals and attempt to do multi-threaded processing, it gets very tricky very quickly. When you program for a microcontroller, you have no operating system underneath you. You are writing on the bare bones hardware, which can be a blessing and a curse. So if you write sloppy code and don't plan a way to have multi-threaded environments, it becomes very easy to create a situation where you have poor, hard to maintain code, and it's just an ugly situation. So my class is going to outline three major ways of structuring code. The first being no structure at all. The second being a very simple way of doing multi-threading, and then the third way of actually finding and using a proper operating system that provides multi-threaded support. So, if you have done any amount of programming in an embedded system, or you're just interested, I would encourage you to think about coming to my class. I'm planning on doing it the evening of the 12th, starting probably around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. There is no requirement for having microcontroller specific experience, but I would recommend that you have at least some experience with coding theory in general. Just a basic understanding of how to write programs will make it a lot easier for me to explain how to structure those programs. Thank you for your time. If you have any further questions about this class, send an email out to the listserv. I still troll the listserv even though I'm no longer living in Kansas City.